Welcome, everybody, to what was going to be another Live with Kevin, another episode of the Remarkable Leadership Podcast, talking about this really great new book, Brave Together, Lead by Design, Spark Creativity, Shape the Future with the Power of Co-Creation. And I'm confident we will have this conversation, but we're not going to have this conversation without our guests. And while we had heard from them that they would be here, there's Chris. And so I don't know if we're going to continue, but I'm at least going to bring Chris on right now. Chris, we've already gone live. Is Ian going to be here?
He's not, but we weren't sure about that. So we could, I could call or text him if we want to.
No, I think I don't think that makes sense. But what I was just telling everyone, because we are live and people are watching us at this moment, is that I was just telling that we were going to have a conversation about your great new book. And since I think that at some level you wanted to both be here, I think what I'm going to suggest that we do, since we didn't have a chance to chat at all before we started, I'm going to suggest that we reschedule. And if you're okay with that, that's what we will do. And I promise to all of you that are watching us, what I'm doing is I'm giving all of you watching a little time back in the holiday season. But I promise that we'll let you know when we're going to reschedule this. We'll do that. Chris, if you'll stay on with me, we'll work on that offline here. And I will tell you this, though. Well, we'll do this, Chris. We're going to have you back and we'll do this for real. But do you want to give people the big idea of the book while they're here? What's the big idea of the book?
Yeah, absolutely. So the main idea is that we tend to live our lives or leaders, we experience things with fear, right? There's a baseline of fear, conscious or subconscious. And the way we break out of that is by being brave. And that's good. But it has its limitations, right? We can optimize. We can only do so much with hacks, hustle, and braving it alone. And it has the upper limits of that it can prevent us from being as creative or as innovative as we can possibly be. And what we've seen in the best, most innovative teams in the world, whether at Apple or places like Pixar, Nike, is they're brave together. And so the highest kind of, order of living is this question of how can we be brave together in the work we do, in the lives we live, in the cultures we build.
And so when we come back on another day, which we will let you know, in the same place as you found out about this, you'll find out about that. And we'll have both Chris and his co-author and co-founder of their company, Ian Clawson, with us to talk about it. But what I'll tell you is this: since that likely won't be before the new year, you can do yourself a favor. If you get a gift card from Amazon, and if you want to buy, my mom always said, you don't buy yourself anything for Christmas, because she was worried that we would buy the things that she'd already got us, right? So like, if that's your rule, you don't buy anything before Christmas, break your rule and go ahead and order a copy of Brave Together, and we'll come back together soon and be brave together and talk about this book real soon. So with that, I will let all of you go. If you came here hoping to spend some time with this, here's what you can do. You can go to remarkablepodcast.com and pick another episode and listen or watch. You can go to my YouTube channel, Kevin Eikenberry, and watch an episode that we've already done. And we'll be back to do this one live real soon. Until then, everybody, we'll talk to you next week when I'm live twice next week, Monday and Wednesday. Check your calendars and we'll see you then. Chris, stay with me in the back room. Bye, everybody, for now. Have a great day and a great weekend.